Angry guy here, and women are furious that men have abandoned them and society. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Women are furious that men have abandoned them and society. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first video.
Well, no, it's just like, okay, you're lonely. What am I, chopped liver? Really? No one understands you. What am I doing then? Oh, okay, so I don't exist. No, it's fine. You said you don't have anyone to, okay, so then I'm not here, I'm a ghost. If your life is so bad and I'm part of your life, go ahead, keep going. I am listening. It's just like, you're really gonna talk about being sad, which means that you've been sad every time you've ever hung out with me. Okay, so that's, it's like I'm not getting any credit for like listening to you.
You see, guys, women don't actually care about you. They only care what you can do for them. And they're just literally always waiting for their turn to speak. This is a form of extraordinary narcissism that's developed in Western society. And it has been allowed to foster and grow because men never correct them, because they want to have relationships with them. And this is being really pushed by the simps. Women don't actually care about men. They don't view men as human beings anymore. They literally view men as utilities, disposable utilities that they use to get their bag. And then once they're done, they discard of them. And this is a sad reality, but it's a continuous reality. And now these women are going after men who are going overseas to find traditional wives or to have traditional relationships where they are the provider. The woman takes care of the home, helps cooks, clean, and creates value in the home. And they're furious about that because these are women who cannot create value themselves. So they're going ballistic about this on social media.
Traditional women and obsess over women that are modest, obedient.
Men who obsess over women who are modest, meaning they like to cover themselves. They don't want the world seeing them. Women who are quiet. They're not loud and boisterous. Women that are homemakers. They like to keep their home clean and tidy. Women that are whatever she said. That makes a man a red flag. Why wouldn't you go for a woman like that? Like, this is the most absolute ridiculous video I've ever seen on TikTok. Congratulations.
What these videos that these women are putting out is trying to do is it's basically trying to warn men that if you don't dare love us 304s, then we are going to shame you. We're going to make your life miserable. We will even Me Too you. We will do whatever it takes to discredit you and take away whatever you have. This is a warning, just like they came after the passport bros when they were going overseas and they wanted other men to know, like, if you ever try to do what the passport kings have done, we are going to make your life miserable. This is exactly what they're doing here. They're furious about the fact that men are deviating, going towards women who have some traditional values, women who want to take care of a home, want to raise children, you don't want to be out in the streets. They're very furious about this because they cannot compete with these women. So of course they're going to tear down the men and the women who are choosing to live these types of lives. Guys, no one should be raising children in a family where, mommy likes to be out in the streets and mommy used to be that type of person, and mommy really is still that type of person. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's from the streets that she came, and it is to the streets that she shall return.
I did a video talking about how I think it's so strange that some men fetishize women in their 20s and treat women in their 30s like they're so much less desirable. And I got so much shit in the comments. This is one of them that I wanted to break down a little bit. So by you calling women in their 30s cynical is a way to discredit them because they know better. They're fed up with men's bullshit and you don't like that, so you're going to start name calling. And then on the other hand, you're going to compliment these 20-somethings by calling them carefree, when in reality, you're basically saying you want them young and dumb. And you don't want them to know about your bullshit. You want them to not have that life experience, so you'd rather date younger so you can get away with more bullshit. I just don't think you realize like how predatory that kind of sounds. And at the very least, it's very immature.
Guys, like, do you see this? They can't compete with these women. So of course they're going to use these types of terms to shame men and to even try to make it sound like these men are trying to have relationship with people who are not of age. It's absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. You have women in their 30s and in their 40s who are literally doing this because when they were this age, they were all dating older men. One, like this woman, she was dating older men when she was in her 20s, in her 18, 19, 20. They were all dating older men, and they had fun because they were living like millionaires. They were millionaires at 18, and they had all of their fun, and now they're trying to ruin it for younger women because they want these men now. They want these men who have money, value, utility, and they want to take away the opportunity for these men to enjoy their lives. Men work most of their lives so they could build value that will allow them to have access to the reproductive value of a younger woman. And now these older women who are set in their ways, have diminished reproductive value or no reproductive value, are determined that if they can't have these men, no one can. And they're going to do anything and say anything to shame these men and make these men afraid to even have relationships with younger women and force these men to basically either have relationships with them or have no relationships at all. This is how sick it is. This guys, they will use this type of language. They will go to great lengths to do this. This is absolutely sad. It's pathetic. And you know, of course there are going to be some guys who may fall for it, but these women don't realize that what they're really doing is they're just pushing more guys away. They're just giving more men incentives to stay away. When a man sees a video from a woman like this, does she seem to they seem to think that this is going to tell guys, okay, well, these women are these older women like her are your only choice, so you better stay away from these younger women, and you need to go and find an older woman like this woman who's going to not put up with your crap and put you in your place when you need to be put in your place. And she's not going to cook for you, she's not going to clean for you, she's not going to be your mommy, but you need to provide for her, protect her, you know cover all of her cost of living, give her the soft girl treatment, give her a soft girl life, so she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't work, she doesn't have to do anything. She lives a life of luxury while you're bringing the money to her. And if she wants to go out there and be with another man, then she should be able to go out there and be with another man, because if you don't like it, then you are needy and you are basically trying to stifle her in the relationship, which is absolutely disgusting because it's a patriarchal thing, not wanting to allow a woman to express herself freely, with however many men as she desires. Like, guys, this is they have nothing. They literally have nothing, so they can say whatever they want. And they think that this is going to keep the simps there. This is only going to scare the simps away, because the simps are simps and simps will always be simps, but simps are cowards. Simps are cowards, and this is only going to scare the simps away. They're like, oh my goodness, this is what's going to happen to me. So they're just going to creep out. They're going to see what the passport kings are doing, and they're going to just creep out. They're going to creep out of the country. They're going to walk away, go overseas, and go simp overseas. That's what a lot of these simps do. They go overseas, find a Filipino overseas, and go simp for her, which is not good, but this is the reality of it. These modern day women, they have nothing to offer, and they don't understand that their behavior and making videos like this are only driving more men away. This is not helping men to stay. This is not telling men to stay. They don't know how to compete for a man. They don't know how to keep a man. They only know how to disrespect men and drive men to the point where they don't even want to have relationships anymore. It's such an extraordinary form of narcissism, but this is modern day society, where most of them, 99% of these people, are narcissists. And if you have a good woman in Western society, the truth is, you need to take her and you need to get the heck out of there. Like, I'm so serious. If a man has a good woman, if he's met a good woman in Western society, I'm not saying that they don't exist. You need to take her. If you have children, take her, take your children, go overseas. It's time to go. Like I said to the passport kings, it's time to go. Grab your stuff. It's time to leave. We could discuss the additional details at the airport, but you need to get your butt on that plane. It's time to go. If you look at the inflation, everything that's happening in Western society, you will never own a house in Western society, and if you do, you're a fool. The cost of these properties are so inflated. Like, we are literally buying the junk of the baby boomers at this point. Properties that they bought for like $20,000 back in 1969 are now being sold for $3 million. Are you out of your damn minds? Like, heck no. Heck no. And they're telling us to go work 3 jobs, have kids, pay off our student loans, and and replenish the social security system, bro, it's time to go. It's time to leave this sick society. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women are furious that men have abandoned them in society. What do you guys think about everything we discussed here today? Let's talk about it further in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.